Hello, everyone. Day 2 of the World Series of Poker main event is underway, and for Davide Katai, it's picking up right where Day 1 left off, with constant aggression and a stack that keeps climbing pot after pot. Our hero is now sitting on more than 160,000 chips, with blinds at 400, 800. Dav, we're watching you.
I can do it too. I'll do it.
Raise 16.
10 jack of clubs. That's also a hand I like. I'm gonna call.
Call.
Alright, players. In 2B of the main event, finishing on players, you will be on a 25-minute break.
Alright, it's the last hand before the break.
Exit the tournament area when the game is finished. We do need to get these deals on the break.
3 players.
Often players fold a bit more.
Today's main event, you are on a 25-minute break.
Check.
They check to me, so I can bet a bit. Especially the last hand before the break, they're going to fold a bit more. At worst, I have a gut shot.
22.
But he calls. Not very good news. As for him, he was in give-up mode. He wants to go on break. Come on, give me a queen. A queen.
18.
The deuce of diamonds. I don't particularly want a barrel on this board. He can too often have a pair plus a flush draw, that kind of hand. He could even have slow played very strong hands like 2 pair. Sometimes I also have the best hand. He could have weaker straight draws. 7-8 flush draw. Right, I'm checking. I thought that was a queen.
$4,000 is the bet.
He bets 4,000. I'm still gonna think it over because this isn't exactly an easy fold. If he had a king, he would have been inclined to bet bigger. He could have a 9, of course. A 6, I'm not sure he would value bet. So there are quite a few bluffs in his range. He could have quite a few gut shots on the flop, straight draws, flush draws. He could have 3-5 of hearts and feel like he has to bluff. I still need to think about this spot. It's not an easy fold.
Once again, players, in today's main event, we are on break. We kindly ask you to exit the tournament area. We ask all spectators to exit the area, please. Once again, players, in day 2B of the main event, we need you to exit the tournament area.
I need to watch him a bit. He's in a rather unusual posture, which could give away quite a few tells. He could still bet this way with kings, though. It would be a good play anyway, not to bet too big with a king. It doesn't make sense. Especially since we were 3-way, he's not particularly going to raise his strong hands.
Once again, players, if you finish a hand, we do ask you to exit
I'm
the tournament area,
hesitating.
please. We have got
I really want to give my all on every hand and make the best decisions. I think he expects me to call here too often. Too many draws have missed and he's aware of it. So I don't think he's bluffing. I fold.
Enjoy your break, Colin.
Thank you.
All right, it's break time.
2 and 6 are gonna take your stack.
All right, players, at this time, we need you to exit the tournament area, please, so we can get these deals on break.
I'm counting my stack, snapping a quick picture, and then I'm going on break. It'll do me some good. I need a little break. The start of the day went pretty well.
Once again, players, I need you to exit the tournament area as these players, we need to get these deals breaks. I'm definitely not talking to the three huddling around table 571, they're talking about the bad news stories.
I've been playing pretty tight since the start of the day.
All right, give this ball to give my
I selected my hands well pre-flop and I took 2 or 3 spots. I think I'm doing pretty well at the table. We haven't really gone at each other with the other French player. So far, everything's going well.
Hey. I don't know who you are, but you're a big deal. I mean, they're following you around.
Whoa, that line for the bathroom is insane. Alright, I'm going to step outside for a bit to get some fresh air.
Ça va, Mindy? Ça va, les gars?
Comment il va le Dave?
En forme?
Écoute, et toi?
Tranquille? Ça va arriver quand? Je t'avais pas vu encore, tu viens d'arriver?
Non, je suis là depuis quelques semaines, mais je t'avais pas vu sur ce mail encore là. Comment
On
ça
s'est
se
vu?
passe?
Ouais, ça va, tranquille.
Ton tournoi préféré de l'année?
Ouais.
Comment ça démarre?
Ouais, ça va, 160 000, je suis bien.
Oh, c'est bon départ ça.
Champion grec, ça va? Ça va, les gars? Tu le joues, toi, ou t'es... Non, tu refais?
Un jour, Inch'Allah.
Ah,
Un jour, Inch'Allah. Mais pour l'instant, on est de l'autre côté.
Ah.
Côté. La table est belle pour cette matinée ou...
Ça va encore. Hier, elle était encore plus belle. Mais là, il y a 2-3 bons. Mais ça va.
C'est toi qui disais que des Day One Day, tu n'avais jamais eu une mauvaise table en je ne sais combien d'années de main event.
L'année passée, j'avais 3 règles, c'était mon record. J'avais jamais eu plus d'un règle. Une année, j'ai une Negreanu ou quoi. That's it.
Les gens te reconnaissent en table quand tu arrives comme ça. Est-ce que avec le logo,
Non,
les
c'est bon
caméras,
signe,
ça-
c'est que là où je jouais, personne ne me reconnaissait. Et pire, personne ne connaissait dans la tête d'un pro, même. Toi.
Mais non.
Ça,
Et
c'est
là
toi,
maintenant, ils
c'est
sont tous sur le portable à regarder. Ah tiens.
Ouais. C'est bon signe quand personne ne connaît dans la tête d'un pro.
Hello,
Yo, ça va?
ça va bien?
Ça se passe?
Ça va. 127.
T'as bloqué?
J'ai Benny Glazer à ma droite.
Benny,
Glazer,
Glazer, attention, je confonds les deux
le mec
Benny.
qui a gagné 3
Ah,
bracelets.
3 bracelets, le genre de limite.
Genre de limite, il a 8 bracelets.
Il est plutôt tight en hold'em. J'ai déjà joué plusieurs fois. Il était assez tight. Après, peut-être qu'il connaît bien les Américains. Peut-être
Mais
qu'il-
il est pas mal en lifestyle, non?
Ah ouais?
Que genre sur la story, il a regardé plusieurs fois. Genre il y a une story qui a primé. Et en fait, il regarde mes jetons non-stop. Genre comment je bouge mes jetons pendant les trucs. Donc je sais pas si genre je vais juste plus du tout toucher à mes jetons tout du long. Parce que je sais pas du tout s'il y a des trucs que je fais avec mes jetons. J'ai jamais bossé ce truc là. Donc peut-être je vais arrêter de shuffle mes jetons à côté de lui parce qu'il a des infos par rapport à ça.
Surtout, essaye de miser toujours de la même façon.
Ouais.
Ah, parce que ça existe effectivement pas mal de tels là-dessus. Après, lui, en vrai, c'est un joueur online.
Ouais, il a 26 scoops.
Ouais, voilà.
Ouais, c'est un
Genre Miss Game online. Il comprend bien, enfin, il est bon, mais plutôt tight, quoi. Comme les bons ricains, c'est pas des fous.
Ouais, c'est ce que j'ai vu à peu près. Il n'y a pas de beaucoup de main.
Et le reste de la table, ça va? Le reste de la table?
J'ai un français, genre cash game à ma gauche, qui est assez actif, donc c'est un petit peu chiant, mais ça va, et le reste de la table, très tranquille.
Ah,
Toi, t'as combien du coup?
160.
Au start.
Ah,
Et ta table, elle est comment?
2 bons joueurs, quoi. Un français, tu connais? Prune?
Ah, ouais, Tim. Il est bon, lui.
Ah.
Il est agressif, en
Il
fait.
est agressif, il est à ma droite, il a beaucoup de jetons.
Ok.
Heureusement, il est à ma droite.
Ouais,
hein.
ça va.
Et puis il y avait un très bon et qui avait 16 000 au début du jour. Et maintenant il a 80, relou, tu vois. Enfin,
Il a de la gauche ou pas?
Ouais, deux à ma gauche. Ouais. J'ai railé pour qu'il perde ses all-in et ses coups, mais...
It's nice to see all those French players on break. I enjoy talking a bit with everyone. They're really cool. And now we're back to battle it out. This table works for me. I have to keep playing pretty tight pre-flop. The French player is stealing quite a few spots from me. He's opening from late position because the tight players are on my left. On the other hand, there are two players in their 50s who could overplay a bit. With a bit of patience, I'm confident I'll get some favorable spots and a couple of chip giveaways throughout the day. The goal is to stay focused. These are 2-hour levels. I'm not in a rush. I'm going to take my time on every decision.
Bluff?
You have no pair.
No.
Yeah. No pair.
I have a pair, I call, but you have 8-eye.
Full house.
What?
Full house.
Full house? Wow. I don't know if I believe you, but it's possible, yeah.
He's telling me he had a full house. It's possible. It was a small pot, but I really took my time.
All right, dealers. 5, 1,000, 1,000, show up and deal. Once again, dealers in the main event. 5, 100, 1,000, 1,000, show up and deal.
He opens on the button. I have ace-4 suited. Here I think it's close between calling and 3-betting, but I'm going to call this time. Oh wow, the big blind is waking up. Oh my. Careful, he must have a monster. Wow. He makes a small 3-bet, just 5,000 more to call. Wow. He's giving me a good price here. The button calls. I think I have to call here with this hand. It can make the nuts. He often has a very strong hand like pocket kings. He really didn't make it big enough. He's supposed to make it much bigger here. Come on, give me a favorable flop. That would be nice. There's already over 20,000 in the pot. Ah, no. Oh wow, he checks. I wasn't expecting him to snap check like that with pocket kings on this board, so I think he often has ace king. If he checks now, he definitely has ace king though. Yeah, he has ace king. The button is going to bet a lot though. Oh wow, he checks. He might have a little something. Wow, jack of spades. It makes me want to bluff, but at the same time I never have any spade draws. I would have bet the turn. If I have queen 10, I would have bet the turn. I think I'm going to pull my special move here. When I don't want to bluff, I pull a special move where I bet 15% of the pot. Oddly enough, it looks so unlike a bluff that he's going to fold his ace highs. He's definitely folding ace king, and as for this one, we're hoping he folds. I didn't want to bluff in this spot. He can hero call me way too often with too many hands. It's my special move here. Come on, fold, fold, fold. It's pretty sick to risk 3,500 to steal 25,000 chips. But oddly enough, it works well. It's a special move. Usually I use it more on Americans. If he folds ace high, I'm super happy with his blocking bet. However, he's tanking. I'm worried he might raise, especially a hand like ace 10, king 10, king queen. These are good hands to bluff with. And he often has a little something to have checked the turn. Ah, come on, fold. Yes. Sick, he folds, amazing. Wow. That little meaningless looking bluff that works. It's crazy how many times it's gotten through during this WSOP. Wow. That small 15% on the river is magical. Magical. Oh man, that one feels good.
You have a pair at least.
Red ace king,
Yeah.
at least.
And look back to see if they were both spades, but only one was spade. They're both black. That would be really good. Aye. Nice hand.
Thank you.
Pocket fives on the button. I'm gonna call in position, nice and easy. He really has a very high VPIP then. Alright, that's a good flop. I still often have the best hand compared to his range, which is very wide. He's on the cutoff, but he must have a button range, given how many hands he opens from late position. He checks. I can bet here a little for protection. I think it's a good theoretical bet. I hope he's not going to check raise me. He could be tempted. Ah, he calls here, that's good. On this turn I think I'm going to check though. I could bet small again, but checking is fine. River is a 7 of diamonds. If he bets though, I think I'm gonna call. Yeah, he checks. I often have the winning hands. Do I have a value bet here though? No, that would be a bit odd after checking the turn. I don't want to bet and then get raised. That would be awful. There you go, he has king queen, I win. Alright, I'll take this small pot. He played the hand well again. So far he's playing really well. What I was told about him is true. Then again, he hasn't done anything crazy against me. French players don't particularly like bluffing me much. Maybe he wants to bluff me a bit less. He seems to be pretty sharp and to have a pretty exploitative game. So all the better, because I really don't want to play big pots against him. There's a player who busted. There's an empty seat, so we're playing 7-handed. Ace 9 off. I'm going to defend.
à call.
That's it.
Against this very tight player, he checks back. He often has ace-king again. That's a good card there because it's a chop. I'm going to bet small and reevaluate on the river. He calls pretty quickly like that without thinking. Jack on the river. I could bet to avoid a chop against ace-king, but I have a feeling he could still have overpairs and check the flop, like pocket kings and all. So I'm just gonna check. He's not a player who bluffs much. Wow, a small 5,000. Here I'm supposed to call to chop. But he's so tight that I don't see him betting with the ace-king on this card. If he were betting with ace-king, he would have bet a bit bigger. He's so tight. He might have played only one hand at level 1 in 2 hours. Wow. I think he often has pocket kings. Wow. That quick check. Oh, I think I'm going to make a sick fold. I wouldn't have done it against anyone else. I'm supposed to always call to chop. Only overpairs beat me. But this player with this river size, and it looks way too much like value. He was worried about the jack on the flop. Check back his overpair. Every chip counts. I don't want to give him 5,000 here. I have to give him credit. He's so tight. That's sick. Ugh, that's sick. Can I really fold this? Alright, I think I can fold. Alright. He's doing a bit of acting too, wow. Yeah, he's got it, he's got it. He's definitely got it. Come on, fold, fold, fold. I can fold. Alright. Oh, he shows. Wow, pocket ace is amazing.
He showed to me.
Amazing. Wow. I've rarely seen a player this tight in my life. Alright, it's a good fold. Every chip counts. Phew.
Non-believer there. I'm usually a non-believer there. Yeah.
Raise. Raise. Raise.
Patience, the right spot will come.
Option.
Here's Prune limping. Jack 6 suited. We're going to see a free flop. He's often going to lead on this flop. I know. I check back. The queen, not the best card. No reason to bet. I check. He bets 1 blind, 1.5 blind, half the pot. I'm gonna call. It was kind of the strategy to let him bluff. He could have pure bluffs here. I'm gonna call.
1,500.
What do you have?
I call, yeah.
Oh, 10 Jack. Wow, well played.
Third check.
Well played. He got me.
Good.
That's well played. He could have won a bit more if he had led the flop. But I was expecting to win often.
Cards are out.
4-5 of diamonds. I like this hand. We're very deep, so I'm gonna open.
Raise.
On the button. He 3-bets me. A pretty aggressive player. He 3-bets small, it's a bit close. He's only got 30 big blinds behind. I think it's fine to call with this kind of hand. I could have folded dominated hands, but this hand is particularly easy to play.
Heads up.
Ace, ace 4. Oh wow. I have a backdoor flush draw. I expect him to c-bet a lot on this flop.
4,000.
He bets very small. I'm not going to fold now. It's going to slow down the action a bit if I call. He could still have Broadway draws, king, queen, that kind of hand. Alright, I sometimes have the best hand. I don't need to bluff. I'm going to tank for a bit. I don't want to get bluffed myself. I'm supposed to bet my aces here. Come on, check and give up. He makes a face and checks. Good sign. Ugh, pocket tens. No, not a good sign. I'm not 100% sure of my pre-flop call.
And cards are out.
Alright, patience, patience. I fold, I fold.
What would have done there?
What's that?
I don't know what I would have done there if he did another re-raise. The queens didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I should have had kings there.
Yeah.
Long time.
probably wouldn't have pulled it again. Yeah.
Raise.
There's kind of a feeling of deja vu. Raise from the Russian player call. I'm going to defend. One blind to add with ace-4 off.
3, please.
Wow, amazing. Amazing. This player, who's pretty tight post-flop, decides to bet. He plays quite a few hands pre-flop, but post-flop he was quite tight from what I've seen. I'm going to raise right away here.
85.
Raise 8,500.
He often has a king. I'm going to raise. However, now he's hesitating. Wow. But I have such a strong hand that I'd be happy if he came along with us. Wow, he cold calls, awesome. Come on, call 2. Plus I have the ace of clubs, which means I'm blocking the nut flush draws. The Russian player in early position, who called a check raise, often has a good king, a hand like king-queen. He could sometimes have a hand like 4-5 suited, but it's pretty rare. So if I bet here, it represents a very strong hand. I think checking is the right play. He can stab pretty often with his kings. I'm going to go for a second check raise on 2 different players. That's pretty rare. That would be a nice line. Come on, bet, bet, bet. Ugh. He checks. The river is nice. He sometimes has pocket kings too. But oh well, it's really rare. It's really rare. If I check again this time, he's going to bet his king-queen, that's for sure. Because I could check raise the flop with hands like king 10 and all. Oh no, he checks quickly.
I win.
I played too fast, yeah. I think if I check the turn, I have to check the river. The best might have been to make a small bet on the turn. I could have done it with big draws like 5-6 of clubs. I should have bet small on the turn and small on the river, yeah. I think that was the play.
Sevens?
Wow. He had pocket 7s, he would have made a full house. I'm mad at myself. I really played that badly. I missed some value.
I don't get that.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
They will not get the
Yeah,
10,000.
yeah. People will buy in right now.
Yeah. People will buy in last minute, but it's not going to hit this
I guess.
Oh no, for 300.
There's this player who got here not long ago, but who has a very strong track record.
50 minutes?
He opens here from UTG +1.
Maybe up to
I'm
90.
going to call with King Jack of Hearts. It's a very good hand in position. He's got several million at the World Series of Poker this year. He seems pretty good. That said, he plays a lot of PLO from what I've seen. From the way he checked his cards there, it doesn't look like an ace. I might want to bet, especially since the Jack of Hearts isn't too bad either. I'm blocking hands like 10 Jack that have some potential.
25.
I could have quite a few strong hands. I have quite a few aces on the button.
At 25.
Ten of hearts. The king. That's a pretty good card. I sometimes have the best hand. I really don't need to bluff anymore. An easy check here. I'm going to pretend to hesitate a bit. However, if he bets, I have a real decision. I'm going to have to fold if he bets. If he has a hand like pocket tens, he's going to check.
What's that? I mean, you had something good, right? Well, before you even...
Check.
Like 7 or 8,000 saved from the back.
King Jack of spades. Oh, wow. Same hand. We're chopping. That's fine. I'll take it.
Those are good hands. King Jack.
No. We need to break it.
He's a player who seems potentially dangerous, who's not really scared, and who's used to playing high stakes.
Our players in the main event finish your mark. Players, you're on a 20-minute break. Once again, players in the main event.
All right, perfect timing for the break. It was a bit long. I still played relatively tight, but I played the few hands. I did play aggressively.
Sorry, guys.
Et alors, ton dernier tournoi, comment ça se passe?
Ça se passe pas parce que je me suis pas réveillé pour celui de ce matin.
Non?
Pas réveillé, je pensais faire le 400 mais ils l'ont annulé. Et en fait, il y a le main, ça prend toute la place du terrain, de partout. Ça a mis du monde partout.
Donc tu joues pas?
Bah, du coup, il n'y a plus rien. J'attends un 200 peut-être ce soir, un peu fatigué.
Ça, on voulait la ligne Endon Mob, ouais, faire un truc.
On va aller la chercher, mais possiblement sur un event un peu crappy. Là, ça se passe?
Ah, tranquille.
Ah, c'est bien quand même. Tu me dis 180, ça va dans le bon sens, mais c'est vraiment bien quoi. T'as
c'est
commencé
bien.
quand à 120?
120, ouais, j'avais 2 starting stacks, maintenant j'en ai 3. Ah ouais. Et il y a, je crois, la
Ta
vraie.
belle?
Ça va. Bah, il y a un type qui est arrivé, je regarde sur Endon Mob, je dis oula, il a gagné 1 million depuis qu'il est à Vegas cet été, mais il joue que du PLO. Genre un spécialiste PLO, il joue les tournois à 100 000, il a gagné le tournoi à 100 000. Je crois non, il a fait 3e du tournoi à 100 000.
Ah ouais, donc très costaud.
100 000 PLO, il joue high stake PLO, il joue les tritons, les trucs. Et que PLO.
Les tirages dans tous les sens alors.
Ouais.
Il a des vieux réflexes
C'est
PLO.
ça, les joueurs PLO, ils jouent les bloqueurs, c'est les trucs, c'est particulier. Là.
Il va t'envoyer tout avec 2 valets sur 10 valets à droite.
Ouais.
Donc la table n'est pas particulièrement facile, pas particulièrement dure. Il y a ce gars-là.
Ça va en vrai, ça va. Il y a 3 bons, dont un français qui est très bon à ma droite, qui joue toutes les mains.
Il y a un gros stack, il y a des gros stacks.
Ouais, il a un gros stack, mais il est à ma droite, tu vois. Et le reste, ça va. Donc ça va globalement.
T'as pas des short stacks un peu relous qui peuvent te envoyer tout dans la gueule dès que tu fais un...
Non, pas trop.
À ce moment-là du main, il n'y a pas encore trop de gars. Il y a quelques gars, mais...
Les gens sont tight sur le main, ils ont peur de bust.
Bah, gars, oui. Surtout si c'est pas leur taf, les gars qui mettent 10K là-dedans, ils doivent être ou bien t'es richissime et encore. Il y a un truc de performance parce qu'il n'y a pas de buy-in, il n'y a pas de rebuy. Bah, si tu performes au main, tout le monde sait que c'est sur une cave, quoi.
Ah,
il y a moins le truc de l'argent qui rentre en compte. Il faut avoir les 10 000 pour les mettre, mais une fois que tu les as mis, tu sais que tout le monde est égaux par rapport à ça, c'est bien. D'ailleurs, j'en parlais avec Greg, Chauchon, là, je disais, il y a en fait trop peu de freeze-out, alors que le freeze-out, c'était... Il y a 15 ans, en fait, la plupart des tournois étaient freeze-out, quoi. Aujourd'hui, il y a de plus en plus des mecs relous, en fait. Si les pros, ils peuvent mettre 15 boulettes, oui, évidemment qu'à un moment, il y a un coin flip qui va tourner en leur faveur. Alors que là, bon, bah...
non, le main, c'est... le jour où il change le main en re-entry, je le joue plus. Ouais. C'est ça toute la beauté du main.
Je suis d'accord. Je suis d'accord, bah, j'ai hâte de voir. Il m'a montré comment on pouvait voir sur l'app.
Le jour où tu pars, t'as tout compris.
J'ai vu comment on peut le suivre. Mais le stack, il est mis à jour à quel moment? Là, pendant la
Ouais, là, normalement, le croupier est censé mettre à jour, mais ils le font pas tout le temps.
Crève de chaud, là, on se casse.
Surtout, ça reprend dans 10 minutes et la marche est embouteillée. Allez, ciao.
It's nice to talk with Igor Goatsman. He's not a professional poker player, but a film producer. It's a bit of a change, and he's a really cool guy. We always have a good laugh with him. He's got great vibes. It puts me in a good mood and motivates me for what's next. The day is still going to be very long. I'm going to need to be very patient. I'm happy with my strategy so far. I'm carefully selecting my hands pre-flop and my spots. And I'm not afraid. I'm playing a bit aggressively.
All right, dealers, get your decks ready, please. Dealers, get your decks shelved up and ready to go. All right, dealers, once again, your decks should be shuffled up and ready to go. Dealers, shuffle up again.
12 pro now. 6-12 pro.
Once again, players do not run, plan accordingly.
First hand, King Queen of clubs. A very good hand. I could call a 3-bet. I think he's opening a bit too much. So 3-betting is a bit better against him. I can 3-bet for value my good hands against him. I think it's better than just calling. Especially since it's on the big blind who's competent. I'm a little worried he's going to 4-bet me. It's true that it's sometimes better to 3-bet King Queen off. King Queen suited is too good a hand. It's the first hand back from break. Maybe he won't believe my 3-bet. If he 4-bets me, it's annoying, but I'll have to fold, I think. Oh, good, he calls. The flop is good. I have top pair. Now I'm going to c-bet, of course, just like I would have if I hadn't hit anything.
48.
Okay, 4,800.
He's hesitating for a long time. He seems interested. He calls. What could he have? He could still have a lot of hands. I didn't bet big. He could have ace-jack, ace-queen, 10 sometimes, flush draws sometimes. On this card, I don't think it's good to bet. I could still bet, though, to get value from hands like king-jack. I'm not sure he'd call me with king-9 suited. Maybe with king-9 suited. There are still quite a few hands that beat me. I check. Wow, the river's a 10 that pairs the board. I'm not beating that many hands anymore. I'm beating his king jack, ace jack, ace queen, jack queen. Jack queen needs to be suited. Jack queen of spades, jack queen of hearts. That's only 2 combos. Alright, if he checks, I'm confident I have the best hand. But if he bets, I might have to fold. I can't find many bluffs here. He could have ace 10. Come on, check, check. Ah, he bets small here, 8,500. I'm not going to be able to fold to this. It's too small compared to the size of the pot. He could value bet hands like king jack like that. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fold this, I call. Yeah, he has the same hand as me. That's fine, I'll take it. Phew, I got a little scared.
12-5, 12-5.
No big deal, Dav. What matters most is that this second day of the main event is going just as smoothly as the first. With over 180,000 chips and blinds at 600, 1200, the path is clear to keep playing your favorite kind of poker. Hyperactive, daring, and unpredictable. That's exactly what we're hoping to see again very soon in the next episode of Inside the Mind of a Pro.